Grassroots tennis takes off in Saudi Arabia. Noel Al-Jawini had been working long hours at a high-pressure job in the Saudi Stock Exchange. Running on a treadmill at the gym had become tedious, and she wanted a change. That's when her cousin invited her to a game of tennis in Riyadh's upscale diplomatic quarter. It was basically a stress outlet for me and a way to be more active, a fun activity I could do with a friend, she says. I started with one lesson a week and ended up increasing that to 3 times a week. I just got totally addicted. Tennis has become increasingly popular in Saudi Arabia as the football-obsessed kingdom is beginning to expand its sports offering to citizens, expats, and tourists. The sport has been present in the country since the 1960s, when the first National Tennis Federation was established. Local tournaments began a decade later. But it remained a niche pursuit for decades, with few courts, mostly confined to embassies and private residential compounds. In 2016, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman launched an ambitious plan to diversify the economy. Under the plan, sports was identified as an important sector for growth and a way to encourage young people to embrace a healthier lifestyle. As part of that effort, the Saudi Tennis Federation announced the Tennis for All initiative in 2022 that trained 2,000 students across the kingdom. The federation is also working with the Ministry of Education to introduce the sport in 400 schools by the end of this year. Saudi Arabia hosted its first major tennis event in 2019, when the historic mud brick buildings of Diriyah, the ancestral hometown of the royal family in northwestern Riyadh, served as the backdrop for an exhibition tournament featuring stars such as Daniil Medvedev and Stan Wawrinka. That initial foray continued, culminating last October with the Six Kings Slam, another exhibition event that brought Novak Djokovic, Rafael Nadal, Jannik Sinner, Carlos Alcaraz, Daniil Medvedev, and Holger Rune to the kingdom. Each player was guaranteed a minimum prize of $1.5 million. Sinner took the title and earned $6 million, the largest single prize in tennis history. Hassam Al-Harbi, a 33-year-old NGO worker, says he was thrilled to see such top-tier talent play live in his city. While he has always followed tennis on television, he finally started playing last year and now takes weekly lessons. My favorite thing about tennis is the mental part, he says. You want to focus your energy, both mentally and physically, on something other than work. It's also a great way to bond with friends, to connect over that. One of the main challenges for recreational players in Saudi Arabia is the lack of accessible tennis courts, even in a capital city of 7 million people like Riyadh. Court time must often be booked in advance and can cost around 400 riyals, $106 per hour. Most courts are outdoor, making play difficult during the hot summer months, even in the evenings when temperatures still hover around 30 degrees Celsius. The lack of suitable courts, combined with rising interest in the sport, has created an opportunity for entrepreneurs like Faris Al-Turki, who in 2021 partnered with 5 other investors to open Net Tennis Academy in Riyadh to cater to the growing demand.